Hi guys, it's author Rhiannon D'Averc of Mira's War, and I have a trilby which contains 27 questions for me to answer, so I'm going to try and get through this real quick. First thing, why am I using a trilby? Because it's the year 2021 and there's no other place for a trilby. Do not ever wear this. Okay, that's just a little bit of bonus fashion advice. I'm diving in with number one. Number one is, what is your go-to karaoke song of choice? No. I do not do karaoke. What is the favourite plot twist you have ever read or watched in film? There's a book called Tigana by Guy Gabriel Kay, and it has about 5 plot twists that come right through the book on the heels of each other. Mainly to do with the characters and who they are and who you suddenly realise they are when you thought they were somebody else. Not going to spoil any of them because the book is fantastic and everybody should read it. Alright, next question. Who would you ask 27 questions to? Oh. I mean, like, there's everybody in the world to choose from. I know. I'm going to say Cole McCade, who is an indie author. Actually, no, published author, traditionally published author now. Who I absolutely love his work. I think he's really a nice, generally human being. Has a lot to say. Cole McCade. There you go. Morning person or night owl? I am no use to anybody before about 12 PM. Conversely, about 11 o'clock to 2 AM, that's when you're going to get the best work out of me. Next up, what is one thing you must keep in your fridge or pantry at all times? Ooh. Now, I would say pizza, but you can get pizza from a takeaway. There is a sauce called saucy sauce. I believe it's made by Heinz. And what it is basically ketchup and mayonnaise mixed together. Now, there was a time when I did this manually myself, but now that it's been created, I use saucy sauce. Saucy sauce makes everything taste good. Last book you truly loved. Coincidentally, also the last book I read. I have just finished reading True Grit, and it's absolutely fantastic. And if you like the film, the most recent adaptation with Matt Damon in it, you're going to love the book because half the script is word for word taken from it. Absolutely brilliant book. What is something that only people from London would appreciate or understand? I'm going to paint a picture for you guys. It's July. It's rush hour. You need to get on the Northern Line. Fierce sweat, am I right? Terrible situation to be in. Oh no, I've just lost one. Ah! We'll get that later. Alright, what is something you didn't write but wish you did? Hunger Games? Twilight? Harry Potter? Not going to say 50 Shades of Grey, but other than that, just about any book series that has made a hell of a lot of money. Because you know what you can do with that money? Write whatever you want to afterwards. Actually write something good. No, I'm joking. I like Hunger Games at least. What is your favourite plot twist? Oh. I think I've just done that one. I must have put it back in the thing. Alright, podcasts or audiobooks? Podcasts 100% of the way. I really can't stand audiobooks. I don't know what it is. I just like to read myself and use my own voices in my head. I can hardly ever get through audiobooks. Podcasts though, listen to them pretty much every day. The Dollop, No Such Thing as a Fish, True Crime Bull stuff. I don't know if I should swear on this video, so I'm not going to. Criminal. That'll do. There's probably loads more that I could recommend, but that'll do. What do you plan on writing in 2021? Ooh, lots. I think I have 15 books on my schedule this year. So, 3 books for Serial Investigations, at least, which is my crime fiction series. Maybe 3.5? We don't know. I have several books in... I'm writing 2 crime series for... so I ghostwrite. I'm writing 2 crime fiction series for a publisher at the minute, and both of those have several books in this year. I've got a fantasy that I'm working on as a ghostwriter. and lots of romances. All ghostwritten. Do you prefer to read in print or in digital? I 100% prefer print. It's a much nicer experience for me, but because there's literally not enough room in the world to hold all of the books that I want to read, I have considered that I do need to read digital from time to time. And I do. Usually when commuting, which I haven't done a lot of over the past year for obvious reasons. If you could be the ghostwriter for any autobiography, who would it be? Now, I don't think I would like to write the autobiography of anybody that's already known about. I would like to find someone who's not famous, not known, but they've got a really interesting life story. Something really interesting has happened to them. That's what I'd like to write. Favourite fictional crime or film series? Oh, that's really hard. I watch and read so many. It says film or series, so I'm guessing it's television, not books. And I'm going to say Whitechapel. Lewis. Whitechapel. If I was cool, I would say Luther, but I'm going to say Whitechapel. Because I'm not cool. The end. Alright. Whose work inspires you the most? I'll tell you what, not one specific author, but I suppose one specific editor, because I love to read literary magazines for inspiration. And time gone past, it was Shimmer. Shimmer was my favourite magazine of any kind, until it closed down, sadly. And I will always regret that I did not get something of mine published in there before it shut down. I literally only had time to make one submission and then it was just closed. Now, electric literature. Electric literature's recommended reading is probably my favourite thing that inspires me the most. What's your favourite part about London? Part about. As a writer, that sentence irritates me. I'm guessing that it means thing about, not part of. My favourite thing about London is that it's a really big city. It's huge. It takes, an hour to get across it, even by tube. But when you know an area, when you get to know a little neighbourhood, a little parcel of London, and it becomes kind of part of your home, somewhere you're familiar with, you realise it's not that big at all. And you, I love the fact that after going to London for years to work, and because my work takes me all over the city to different places, I can now look at television and films and go, oh, I've been down that street, even though it's such a big city. I love that. Alright. Coffee or tea? No. I like hot chocolate. I do not drink coffee, and I do not drink tea. Am I really British? Who knows? Favourite non-fiction writer? Giles Corran. He's a journalist, and he writes food review columns, and that sounds rubbish, but actually, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Literally, there are magazines that I will pick up just to read his column. Papers. Alright, who would you cast in the film adaptation of Mira's War? Oh no! Oh no. Oh no. I don't know. I think it would be better off with unknown people. People who, actors and actresses that haven't done anything big yet. I think it would be better if it would be unknown people. Londoners, please. Authentic, not put on American accents. Americans doing London accents, you know what I meant. Alright, last TV show you binge watched. Well, I'm binge watching right now Taskmaster, which is a sort of reality, I don't know, comedy show in the UK featuring British comedians. It's hilarious. There are 10 seasons. I only discovered it a week ago. I'm on season 6. What is the oddest job you've ever had? Oddest job. I've only had a few jobs, actually. About 5 or 6, I suppose. I did have a job when I was first starting out as a writer. Directly after uni. I literally graduated uni on the I don't know, the Friday and started work on the Monday. It was that quick. And I was a freelance copywriter, and some of the websites that I had to write for at that time included online casinos, Russian bride mail order services. There was one with blow-up dolls. Very interesting stuff you get to write about when you're a freelance copywriter. Very interesting indeed. The searches on my computer, if you combine that with the fact that I've done crime fiction, I must be on all kinds of lists. Do you have any resolutions in this new year? Yes, I do. I'm not calling it a resolution, I'm calling it a commandment, because it is an absolute rule that I'm not going to break. It is to take Sundays off. Because I worked a lot last year during the pandemic. I didn't get a break. I didn't get a day off, actually, from about March to Christmas Day. So I've decided that this year I'm going to take days off. No work at all on a Sunday. It's banned, not allowed. I'm filming this on a Sunday. God damn it. Okay. Who should everyone be following right now? Well, City Limits Publishing, that's easy. Alright, favourite character from a fictional crime series or book? Oh dear. Am I allowed to say Will from Serial Investigations by Rhiannon D'Averc? Maybe? I have him tattooed on my leg, so I feel like... I'll let you judge that, whether that was just egotistical or whether that was honest. We'll see. I actually genuinely read and watch too many crime shows and series. It's too many to choose from. I couldn't do it. What book would you bring with you to a deserted island? Now, if I was smart, I would say a survival book. But I've never claimed to be smart. I'm going to pick my favourite book, which is The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde, because every time you read that, there are layers. I tell you, there are layers. I love it. I have about 5 copies of it, and people have gifted me over the years because they know how much I love it. Favourite quote? I hope song lyrics count, because there is a quote that I sort of live by, which is from a song called Champion by Fall Out Boy. And the lyric is, if I can live through this, I can do anything. And that is a great quote to live by, I think. It really sort of pushes me on. Oh, last one. What is it? What do you plan on reading in 2021? Well, every year I do a book challenge, 52 books on Goodreads. You can follow me along if you follow me on there. I update it pretty much every week because that's how many times I need to read a book, once every week through the whole year. So listing the entire amount would be quite silly, wouldn't it? I will just simply say that I have some Cassandra Clare books. I am a big fan of the Shadowhunter series. I've got some of those to read. I'm currently reading A Song of Songbirds, A Tale of Songbirds? I don't remember the title of the book. Something about songbirds and snakes. A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins. I got there. The ballad? A ballad. Anyway, let's move on. And lots of others. I don't know the rest. I haven't picked them out yet. Alright. Done! This hat is ridiculous.